So we're gonna start off with explaining the bounce of the club in this one. It's basically that little gap, so if you hold the club straight up into the air, not to the side or anywhere, just straight up, that little gap that's in between my finger and this leading edge, that's what's called the bounce of the club. And this is mainly used to like keep you from digging too much into the ground, kind of gives you a little bit of forgiveness. If you're someone that tends to hit too much into the ground, like you want more bounce. If you're someone that tends to like just graze the ground, you want a little less bounce. So it's just kind of something to keep in mind when you're trying out different wedges in the future. But we're gonna go over setup and grip first, which grip is pretty easy. All we wanna do is let our hands hang down, let them face together, and we're gonna grab the club. So we can each grab one of these guys. There's one, and there's another one right there. There's yours. So we're gonna grab the club. We want to have our hands facing each other, and there's gonna be a little V that forms between our hands. So you see that little V that's right in there? You want that to either be facing towards our right eye or our right shoulder, whatever feels comfortable to you. Okay. The next part is I'd like to have, instead of having our thumb straight down the shaft, I would like to have it on the left side of this, since we're all right-handed players. Okay. Now from there, we're gonna have our feet close together. We can let go of the club at this part, so that was just the first part. We're gonna have our feet close together, and when we set up for these shots, we wanna have most of our weight on the left side. So in doing that, the easiest way to do that is having our hands straight up in the air, and we just tilt a little bit with our left shoulder. So can you feel like a little bit of your weight going more on this side? So that's basically how we're gonna be setting up. And in terms of bending over at our waist and our legs, we don't want too much bend, because if you're too crouched over like this, it makes it really hard for you to swing the club and get through the shot. We want you guys to be a little bit more standing a little bit more taller, weight on our left side, and then our arms extending out, fully extending out, and not doing this. Because when you're doing this, it makes it hard to kind of gauge the bottom of the arc. So from there, all we're going to be focusing on is taking the club, just picking up the club, letting it fall, and having our chest point towards the target again. That seemed pretty clear. Any questions on it? So the first part of the drill that we're going to be doing this without a ball. There's a couple stations, and we're just going to be focusing on making sure our setups on our left side, grip's pretty good, and all we're going to be doing is just brushing the ground and then over stance where the ball will be. So we're going to do this probably for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to move on to a couple more drills.